Hey there, it's Loki Junda. We're continuing our playthrough of Silent Hill on PlayStation 1. Now, this should be the final part of this one. I think we can finish this up tonight. So, we just finished the sewer section here. Hey, Leper King, how's it going? Just finished up the sewer section here and made it to Old Silent Hill. Now, when we get to this point here, this is the point where it determines if we can get the good ending or not. If we cross this bridge right here, we lock ourselves out if we don't finish the side quest in these buildings here. So this side quest here has to do with Dr. Kaufman. We have to go around and do some stuff. First place we got to go is to Annie's Bar. And again, I'm going through the canon playthrough on this one, so I'm going for the good ending, not the good plus, but the good ending. I don't want to miss it because there are like a lot of we have a lot of enemies running around the streets here. A lot of these things, and I hate those things. Okay, here it is.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I guess so. But I'm beat. I thought I was a goner there. So how'd it go? Did you find a way out?
No, not yet. How about you?
Zip. But it's too soon to give up. This craziness can't go on forever. A military rescue squad should be here any time now. If they come through the town, we're home free.
I hope so.
I better get going. This isn't the time to stand around flapping our gums.
Do you know a girl called Alessa?
No.
He, of course, is lying. He does know Alessa. He was very responsible for having her taken care of in the hospital for the past 7 years. But so the first thing we have to do to get the good ending is we got to finish his little side quest in this area. Come into Annie's Bar. We pick up this right here. We get the Kaufman key. And we get a receipt. We go ahead and look at this receipt. I'm hoping actually that I remember how to do all of this without it being too much. So we say Indian Runner 0473. And so if we look at the map, then we can also see that Indian Runner is right over here. So we need to remember that code. Last time I was doing this, I forgot it and I couldn't. Yeah, because there's going to be a lot of enemies there. Fun little fact, this right here, this enemy is called the Manglers, I believe. And those are actually what replaced all the monster children in the versions that switched out the monster children because, you know, censor issues. They switched them out for these Manglers here, and we really only see them just at the end of the game in a couple little places. Just want to check, just see if there's any ammo or anything that I might have missed here. Alright, so we're going to come out of here. And I'm going to want to take a right, follow the street, get to the Indian Runner. And hope I don't get stuck on anything right out here with all these guys I left just hanging out by the door. Yeah, those things. I can't remember what they're called, but I can't stand them. They're very annoying to me, that jumping they do. 0473. Because at this point, if you have to, like, back out to check, there's enemies already there. See, that would have got me. Had I not remembered. Let's see, we should be a little up on the handgun ammo again now. 25. That's enough to just switch it. Harry Mason is his name. In all honesty, like, his role in the game is kind of, at least for who he is, it's pretty minimal. This is the story of, like, Silent Hill. It's really the story of, like, Alessa and the town, and you just happen to be the person that got involved. Three loaves of bread, 3 cartons of milk, 332. All right, so here we go. Deliver to the back door, daily rear entrance code 0886. We have to remember that code too. Hey, that's kind of why I'm doing this. I mean, I know the Silent Hill F. I thought that's what. Oh wait, no, wait. I think I remember what happens here. Or not. Silent Hill F is actually supposed to take place in 1960s. So it happens before any Silent Hill game that's been released, like, setting-wise. But I wanted to just kind of play through and, you know, I just finished playing through the Silent Hill 2 remake, and I just had to edit the videos together and put that up. I know that that one's all over the place right now, but I'm freshening up myself, too. 0886, I need to remember that. And then we are trying to get to, I think it's right here. If we go south on this Weaver Street, I think the back door is right here. Thank you. I appreciate that. Because my memory is, I will say it like 5 times and forget it right when I need it the most on occasion. It's... I don't want to go too far in here because then I get cut off right here. I think it's going to be somewhere like right here. No, I need to hit the pad. There we go. But yeah, I think when we finish, I'll try and walk through the whole thing. Same date as... So this is the cutout of the newspaper we saw in the hospital. Investigation stalled. PTV dealers still at large. Suspicious deaths continue, like the anti-drug mayor. Narcotics officer dies of a sudden heart failure of unknown origin. Of course, Kaufman is involved in that, and the cult has been taking out people that were stopping them. Yeah. So Harry's daughter was called to Silent Hill, and you know, that's what it was, is kind of just like in the movie, the daughter was like, we need to go to Silent Hill, and he's like, okay, so we'll go for a vacation. And that's how that happens. And that comes back where when you run into Dahlia the first time, she's like, your coming was foretold by gyromancy. So she used gyromancy to summon Cheryl to the town. All right, where do we use this key? Oh, wrong door. meant to go through this one. Oh, yeah, okay. I think I know what I did. This is what I need to do. 3. Okay. I jumped the gun a little bit. This is where we end the side quest. We had one more stop we needed to make before we came here. Hey, Piano. It's going all right. How are you doing? Yeah. Yeah, I'm just really busy, especially this time of year, like earlier in the day and stuff, so it's hard for me. And then normally, even on the times that I get a little earlier, Oomph is streaming something. So I think we have to go to, I think it's around here. There's a hotel room we gotta find. But I'm planning, is I really want to do like some summary videos of like the Silent Hill games. So I'm gonna try and just put up some short ones. I was considering trying to do like some shorts of just like Silent Hill in under 3 minutes or something, just to kind of see if that was something that worked well for us or not. Because Silent Hill is just, it's my favorite video game series. And then Resident Evil is a very close second for me. Alright, where is it? This is not what I'm looking for. Stuck. No. There we go. Oh, motel. There we go. I saw the sign for it there. See, that is exactly why I hate those things so much. Oh, they are awful. They are the worst. You know what? Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Yeah, you know what? I could do that, like a summary of all the games. Thinking about it, though, I think one of the things I really should do is I should do a playthrough. The next thing I stream actually might be the short message, and I can do that in one because I think it was a free Silent Hill game that came out on PlayStation 5, and I mean I beat it in one sitting. I think you can do it in like probably like 2 hours if you know what you're doing, but I'm not gonna remember, so it might take me a little longer. But that one also has some stuff I think might be important for the expanding of Silent Hill into other settings, which is something like, unfortunately, like the Silent Hill fan base, there's a lot of people that are complaining about the fact it's in Japan and not Silent Hill and blah, blah, blah. I think it's going to be a fantastic game. I'm excited for it. Okay, we gotta push this. You know, I have been purposefully avoiding everything about it. I want to be completely surprised. Every time I like read a post, it's like, I think it's going to be that I stop reading. I want to go in as blind as possible. I missed something somewhere. Where? Let's see. Since I don't want to spend a lot of time just wasting running around here. Let's see, because I missed... There's an item we need to get that. We need to find a magnet. Okay, yeah, it is nearby here. What it could be... I think it's probably, so there's this kind of concept with Silent Hill where you have kind of local gods that are more powerful, than say like an omniscient like God that's all everywhere. So they kind of have that concept of like yeah, local gods that have some power. So I think it's really going to be kind of that, and maybe exploring another maybe like it's going to link like the origins of the cult a little bit to kind of like this worldwide cult network where maybe they different cults know about different local gods and they all have their things and rituals for things. I think it might be going a little bit along like that thematically. I cannot find what I'm looking for here. But that's about as far as I've thought about it. And they might have like, you know, maybe different gods have like kind of different other worlds and rules and stuff. Something like that. Where is... Because I just kind of did a big loop because I was trying to think about yeah. But they're I don't know. I'm excited. I think it's gonna I don't know. I've seen like review numbers, like people seem to be rating it pretty high from like gameplay. I haven't been reading any of it, but it's hard not to see like the scores that people are saying it's getting. Wait, now I'm actually getting a little confused. Because this... Oh, actually, maybe this was what I was supposed to go. Or, okay. That's where that... Alright, yeah, there's too many doors here. And I think it's throwing me off a little bit. Yeah, because yeah, that's a good point. Because what happened with you know, the original like Silent Hill, it was it started out way back in the earliest timeline. It was a sacred land for like the Native Americans, I believe they say. It was a land that had power, and then just over the years, there were so many tragedies that occurred that it slowly corrupted it over time. I think there was a few like epidemics where a lot of people died in the lore of the town, and like and that's kind of what they describe as starting it. And then there was like some tragedies with Toluca Lake as well, and all of those like over the like hundreds of years that it occurred kind of just tainted everything. All right. Now this is driving me crazy, so I'm trying to look up where this dang magnet is because I don't want to just run around because I don't know. I'm not always the best at multitasking, so. No, this is what it says. Like they. Yeah, and actually, since I pre-ordered the deluxe edition, I get it 48 hours early. So, there's the dang thing. Um. Hey, we leave the live recordings up, so there is that. But I kind of do plan on, because that's gonna be Monday night going into Tuesday night. So I'm going to start streaming for, I'll probably have the countdown up. I don't know. I'm super excited because it's the first full release Silent Hill game that isn't like the remake since what was it? Silent Hill Book of Shadows, I think. that the dungeon crawler, because the short message was it's a short thing. It was cool, and Silent Hill Ascension wasn't really a game, but Shattered Memories was the Wii one where it was a retelling of Silent Hill 1, where I think the whole twist is kind of where Harry in this one, he's like, maybe maybe I'm in that car and this is all a hallucination. And I think that's kind of what Shattered Memories played off of. I've never fully played through that one, so that I do plan on going through it. Okay, yeah, I don't want to go there. I need to go back to the room. And this is I think this is the last thing we need to do. You know, it's hard to go with like canon and with some of these because the timeline they intentionally with the first 4 games did not include set dates. And then when a lot of those creative minds weren't involved anymore, and I think Homecoming had a lot of pressure put on the developers by executives who didn't understand the franchise. They just knew the movie. They just wanted to put as much as they could. They're like, Silent Hill 2 was the whatever. It was the best one. We want to put as much as in this game as we can to make it like Silent Hill 2. Pyramid Head is the most famous monster. You need to put that in. People like the nurses. Like, they just wanted to cram in all that to just make it marketable. That I think there's good stuff for it in Homecoming. I do. But I think a lot of it gets lost in them trying to appease other, like, this is the story I tell myself about it, because that's what it feels like it is, because there's an interesting story, but then there's all this stuff put on top where it seems like they're just trying to copy something that did well before. I think it was the first one developed by the Western studio, because Downpour was the PSP dungeon crawler one was. I even think Shattered Memories might have been a Western developer. Is it was really like Silent Hill 1, 2, 3, and 4 were the ones that were developed by kind of like the original Team Silent, people like to say. Yeah, and I mean, some of it was fine. The thing that just bugs the hell out of me. Yeah, exactly. They use the Gansian stuff, like the transitions to Otherworld, all that. The thing that really bugs me the most about Homecoming, though, is it had such a strong premise. A returning veteran to Silent Hill, like what that could be and like what manifestations you could see. Like, it is such a strong premise, and then they just like, never mind. It actually, the first time I played it and that happened, I set the controller down. I was like, this is fucking dumb. That pisses me off. That being said, there are things that I do think are cool ideas with it that I like, but yeah, it's my least favorite of the Silent Hill games for a reason. I mean, I've still gotten all the achievements and played through it multiple times, so I still enjoy it to some extent. Just fine, but it could have been a lot better.
Give me that.
What is this?
That's none of your business. Instead of messing with that, how about coming up with a way to get out of here? You shouldn't be hanging around here goofing off. What do you think you're doing? You want to get yourself killed? Get out of here.
Okay, take it easy.
Unless you want to die, keep your mind on business. Got it?
I guess I wasted my time. They say that, but we didn't, because now we've locked into the good ending. So Silent Hill 3 is a direct sequel to Silent Hill 1. You actually play as Harry's daughter later on, and she gets, again, kind of brought to Silent Hill. And that's another one that I really do want to go through. So I might do the short message and then try and get through a playthrough of Silent Hill 3 before F comes out. Because like 1 and 3 have always been like my favorite ones. And then Silent Hill 4, they really tried something different. And at the time, I played it and I was like, this isn't a Silent Hill game. Because again, that one doesn't take place in Silent Hill, even though you do visit sections of Silent Hill. But it calls back to, there's notes in Silent Hill 2, I've got to turn around, that talk about the serial killer Walter Sullivan. And basically Silent Hill 4 is much more about Walter Sullivan and what he was trying to do and all this stuff. And it is not about an opus against male circumcision, as went on the Silent Hill. If you Google like Silent Hill 4 circumcision, you'll find out about this whole story where like a moderator of the wiki for it like started going crazy and just posting all this stuff about how it was against male circumcision, and it was just like, it was a wild ride for the Silent Hill wiki there. Yeah, exactly. WTF is the right response, because it was, yeah, I still don't understand where it came from, but yeah, it's a part of Silent Hill history now. The right here is where you get locked out if you don't finish the Kaufman quest, because we go into the other world.
What's this? Oh. Oh.
And this time it feels different. So here, it's instead of us kind of like slipping into the other world, they're merging together. Now we have to go down to the lighthouse. We'll go to the lighthouse, then we'll come up, we'll do the amusement park section, and then we have nowhere, and then it's the end of the game. So I'll try and kind of get through these quickly so we don't have to wait forever, but Downpour, I like Downpour. I think Downpour gets a lot of more hate than it deserves. It has a lot of technical issues with it that can make certain things kind of frustrating, but that's my biggest complaint with it. Like, the combat is somehow, actually, I would say the combat is worse than Homecoming. That's because like the blocking doesn't work as well as the dodging did. But like story-wise and everything, I think Downpour is a pretty solid one. Oh, I missed. I gotta go down there. To the boat. Body stuck to the bulkhead. That sounds like it could be like a name of a metal album. Body stuck to the bulkhead. I'd check it out.
Sybil,
Harry!
how did you get back here?
I followed the sewer. Were you the one who cut the fence?
Yeah. I'm glad you made it. I was worried about you.
You were worried? Where did you disappear to? Never mind. I want to know what's going on here. What is with this town?
This may sound really off the wall, but listen to me. You've got to believe me. I haven't gone crazy, and I'm not fooling around. At first, I thought I was losing my mind. But now I know I'm not. It's not me. This whole town. It's being invaded by the other world. By a world of someone's nightmarish delusions come to life. Little by little, the invasion is spreading, trying to swallow up everything in darkness. I think I'm finally beginning to understand what that lady was talking about.
Harry, hold on a minute. I don't get it.
Look, I don't understand it all myself. I guess I can't explain it.
Well, what's making this happen?
I don't know that either. But I do know Cheryl is there.
There?
Under whoever created this darkness. Cheryl is somewhere and she needs my help.
Harry, this whole thing's been a major blow to you. You need to rest.
Sybil,
The demon is awakening, spreading those wings.
Dahlia Gillespie.
Was it not as I said? I see it all now. Yes, everything. Hungry for sacrifice, the demon will swallow up the land. I knew this day would come. And what's more, the task is almost finished. There's only 2 left. To seal this town to the abyss, the mark of Samael. When it is completed, all is lost. Even in daytime, darkness will cover the sun. The dead will walk, and martyrs will burn in the fires of hell. Everyone will die.
So what am I supposed to do? I've got to save Cheryl.
It is simple. Stop the demon. The demon taking that child's form. Stop it before your daughter becomes a sacrifice. Before it is too late. Stop it! Stop it!
What do I do?
Go to the lighthouse on the lake. And to the center of the amusement park. Make haste. You are the only hope.
Look, Harry. I really don't get what's going on. But if there's a chance we can save your daughter, I'm in. I'll check out the amusement park. You go to the lighthouse.
Sybil, thanks.
You will need to use it.
Use what?
The flowers. Only with that can you stop it.
What about Sybil?
Of course, there's a bit of lies and omission from Dahlia there. The demon controlling Cheryl is actually Alessa running around in the seals of Metatron that she's putting around. I actually don't know if they would seal the town in darkness or whatever, but it is, in general, she's trying to stop what's happening. Oh god, that's the pyramid head copulation scene. That's anytime someone brings that up, there's a back and forth of what's going on with that and it's fun the things that the fan base debate about sometimes. Okay, we got to go down to the lighthouse and move it. Every time I make a wrong turn, it always goes poorly at the... Oh, shit. I don't think I need... Do I need to go up here? The pyramid, it's not so much the bad side necessarily, but like Pyramid Head's like whole thing was like a manifestation of James's guilt and his desire to be punished. So Pyramid Head is there really only to punish James. There we go. I gotta get in there. Where did that dog come from? Dang it. How hard is it to walk up some stairs? There we go. Can't remember. Is there a... The one thing I'll say about this game is I think it's got pretty weak boss fights. I never remember them, and I feel like they're pretty unmemorable. I think after the first time I played the game, the only thing I could remember was the giant moth.
Wait! Damn, I was too late.
We were too late. Yeah, Dahlia's whole thing with Harry is Alessa is using her powers to keep Dahlia away. That's why she gave the Flauros to Harry. So she's kind of tricking us into bringing that near Alessa. So that she can, like, weaken her and break her spell, basically. Alright, all that, and now we gotta run back through this mess. Alright, let's see. Many health drinks? 9, 11. Ah, come on.
Sybil hasn't come back. That creep's sure to show up at the amusement park pretty soon. Let me be on time.
It's not a creep. It's your daughter. Yeah, also if you don't do the Kaufman's quest, the final boss fight in this game is like super depressing. In my opinion anyway. we gotta find. There's like a sewer thing again. Up right here. Of course, I missed the door. No. God. I honestly do not miss this kind of control scheme. If I'm being completely honest. I understand there's some purists that think they should go back to this, but I'm fine with games that kind of do for whatever they're trying to do, but I started it on the stream just a little bit, but no, I haven't played through it. The only thing I've been playing during the day at all has been Borderlands 4. So that's kind of taken over for me. There's just so much that's coming out, and I just have a lot of good fun with Borderlands. And what I like, why I like that one so much for like my day thing, is like, well, if I'm taking a break from work, I can just like do a boss run real quick, and then get back to work, and I don't get too like invested in like story stuff. I feel like Chronos, it's gonna be like, I wouldn't be able to pick it up and drop it like that, I don't think. Uh-oh. No, shoot the other one. The other one. Oh, how many are there? But I really do, because I do want to see the other endings on that. For sure. And get all the achievements, or, it's not yeah. I have it on Xbox. Get all the achievements for it. Because I am one of those people. I don't want to pass it again like I just did. At least ammo or something down this way. But then, oh yeah, and then Dying Light the Beast actually just came out today too. And that one I'm just like, I can't. Oh, see, this is I think this is like the only place you actually come across the manglers again. Is this section right here. But yeah, if I had like the disposable income to just buy, too many games came out this month, man. Oh, that was those little walking guys. Yeah, we don't see them. They're when we, in Annie's bar when we shot the thing that was attacking Kaufman. It was one of those things. But right here, this section, I just ran by them. Those they're the monsters that replace the children in the censored versions of the game. But this is like, I think the only place you actually see them in the US version is in Annie's bar, and then in the sewers right here. Okay, let's see. Now coming up here is actually yeah, oh, we don't have any. No, we do. Yeah, in like Japan, probably Australia. Australia like censors a lot of games, I think. Is my understanding anyway. But they censor, it's because they didn't want a game where you're going around basically shooting kids, because that's what the monsters look like. That was the argument, is like they resemble children too much and we don't want that. So they removed and that's like it's the little white kid monsters that were in the school and in the very beginning of the game. They replaced all of those with the things we just saw in the sewer. Yeah, these. They didn't want They didn't want that in some of the versions of the game, and I understand it. And I don't actually think it makes much of a difference, because I think the manglers could still represent the same thing, and it wouldn't be much of an issue. Alright, and now, coming up here, this is actually how you decide if you're going to get the plus ending or not. I'll show you what to do, but I'm not going to do it because, I'm going for just the good ending for the canon ending. But I gotta... Oh, not right there. We don't have a map for this section. Do I have to walk through here? Uh-oh. I'm terrible with remembering, like, the details of what to do in this game. Like, I remember all the broad strokes and kind of things, but I would be terrible at trying to speedrun this game. Then again, I'm not much of a speedrunner at all. I think the only thing I ever tried and considered doing speedruns for was post-trauma earlier this year. Okay, here we are. Yeah, so I think she has like one of the parasites on their back, like the hospital staff. One thing I'll mention here is I feel like it's odd. So they had the Silent Hill play novel, which was the graphic novel that released for Game Boy Advance only in Japan, where they have a Sybil scenario where you can play through the story as her. And specifically in that story, they mentioned she doesn't have a gun because she gave it to Harry. And then, but in this one, she just has it afterwards. Like, I guess in the PlayStation original version, she had 2 guns on her. Whereas in the play novel, they decided to say, nope, she only had 1. So another thing for inconsistencies there, say the play novel is not canon either. So this is the moment here. To get the plus ending, it's save Sybil or not. So this is a boss fight here. We have to fight Sybil. If you go to save her in the normal world hospital, you had to get the bottle and suck up the fluid, the bottle in the kitchen, and suck up the red fluid in the director's office. And you'll also notice that that was the same fluid that was in the gas tank of the motorcycle that Kaufman took from us. And that's going to be important later on at the end, and we'll see why. And basically the idea was like you were supposed to see the end of that to know that you could do this. The liquid is called like algophotis or something, I forget. But it's supposed to like kind of exorcise demons or something. So if you use that, just like open your inventory and just use it right here, you'll splash it on her, the parasite comes off, and you've saved Sybil, and you get the plus ending. Whether it's good plus or bad plus depends on if you did the Kaufman side quest. We're going for what I believe is the canon play, so we're gonna... I haven't actually fought her, and so since the very first time I've played this game, so I don't remember how tricky or how much this is. So hopefully it's not too bad. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so hopefully this isn't gonna be too bad. Um. Oh gosh, I need to maybe. Damn. All right, let's see. Oh, come on. God. I'm not doing well here. But yeah, she can almost one-shot me. Run. Oh, shit. Shit, shit, shit. Oh, this is not going well. I'm gonna end up using, like, all my healing items here. Here, maybe if I do it this way. Try and run up behind her. No! Come on. Alright, so I think maybe what I'm doing wrong here is maybe it takes too long to raise the rifle to get a shot off before she pulls out. Oh, Lord have mercy. This is, not boding well. Okay. Oh, she runs out of ammo? Or did I just deal enough damage to her? Hey! Get off me. Alright, now we're like going like some zombie rules here. Alright, this is very... what's the word? Alright, yeah. I wasn't actually anticipating this being this, tanky. Honestly. Yeah, getting the plus ending is actually a lot easier. You use the item and this whole thing's over with. Oh, there's not something I'm actually supposed to do, I just don't remember. No, I thought that was about to be it. Kind of, yeah. But it's really only something that was like used by Alessa to like turn the hospital staff into monsters, and then with Sybil here. What in the hell? How could this have happened? I used too much healing. I don't know how well I'm going to do with the boss fight at the end. I'm really bad at dodging that thing.
I figured you'd show. Hold it right there. I don't know who you are or what you're trying to do, and I don't care. Just one thing. Let Cheryl go. That's all I ask. What?
There's the psychic powers.
Damn. What is this? Where's Cheryl? Give me back my daughter.
We meet at last, Alessa.
Dahlia Gillespie? Where's Cheryl? Where is she?
Alessa. This is the end of your little game. Mama?
Could she be...
You've been a ghastly little pest, haven't you, Alessa? I was careless. Thinking you couldn't escape from our spell. But Mommy didn't know how much you'd grown. That's why I couldn't catch you all by myself. But what a pity, yes? Now you're half indebted to this man for his help.
Hey, what are you talking about?
Alessa, my dear little girl, there is one thing left I need you to do for me.
No! Get away from me!
Batgirl. Everything is ready. Let's go home.
What's going on here?
Harry.
Ah, this is a sad scene.
Lisa,
Oh wait, not yet.
what happened? Where's Alessa and Dahlia?
Harry, listen. Something you said before has been bothering me. I just can't get it out of my head.
What is it, Lisa?
So I went to look in the basement, even though I was scared as hell. Like you said, there were these creepy rooms, but nothing really unusual down there. But while I was down there, I got this weird feeling. Like I'd been there before. Like something happened there, but I can't quite remember somehow. What was it? Harry, help me. I'm so scared. I can't take this.
It's only a temporary thing. You're in shock from when you were knocked out. Don't fret about it. You'll remember after a while.
No. You don't understand.
Wait! Where do you think you're going?
Alright, sorry about that. My daughter woke up in the middle of that scene there. Yeah, so for Silent Hill F, there's been a few people, at least a few. I think I only saw it once or twice. I saw some people talking about hoping that there wasn't going to be magic in it or something. And I just remembered things like this where magic has actually been fairly central to the Silent Hill series since the very beginning. Alright, but let's see. Okay, we're at nowhere, so this is pretty much the last area of the game here.
I'm being summoned. What happened in this town? What could be making things like this? I have a feeling if I take the elevator down, I'll find it. Cheryl.
But yeah, going back to the parasite thing on the hospital staff and Sybil, I don't know this like with 100% certainty. It's just something I came across. I believe there was a mobile only comic for Silent Hill that was the story of Laura, and I think it went into a little more detail of like what the monsters in the hospital are and the parasite part of it, because they don't really say anything about it so much in the game, I don't think. Okay, and then we don't get a map for this area. We just kind of have to remember where we are. All right, back here's the bird cage. And that's across from the water spigot leg. Yeah, that's right. I need something for that. We have oh, and this is like the antique shop here. Just the wall here, though. I need something to, I think, yeah, something that breaks the glass on that. See what we have for handgun ammo now. Oh. 8. We're okay with shotgun though. Let's switch. Go ahead and switch to that for now. Okay, we gotta remember these names on the doors. Let me just go ahead and try this other one first. Alright. Yeah, this kind of just like brings all the different sections of the game together. Alright, we get our screwdriver and our pliers. So we use those pliers, I think, on the water faucet thing to get that key out. It's the key to one of those doors with the inscriptions on it. That's right. I'm so used to games now where if you have the item, you just click on it and it automatically uses it for you. Okay, let's see. Okay, that was the middle one. So not... Wait, was it? Yeah, it was this one. No. Oh, this one, yeah. Okay, now... Oh, now we have this door. I remember this one this time, so... We'll come back to that puzzle in just 1 second. After we go ahead and check the other doors here. Okay, let's see. We have monkey there. I believe the number... I believe it's the number of limbs they have. We're gonna find out. So we see this 4. Ram has 4 legs. So these are all clues to tell you. 0, they have no arms and legs. There's 2 fishes. Well, scale 2. So it's kind of, yeah. Then 10. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 10. So all those you're supposed to put together. That's what the number you're looking for. So here we're gonna have 4. On this one, we're going to have 8. Then over here, centaur, it's got 4 legs and 2 arms, 6. It's going to push this out, and this is the thing we use in the clock in the antique storeroom to get at the glass panel. Alright, so this is a clue to the puzzle we're about to go solve. Names engraved on a lithograph. The Grim Reaper's list. Yes, the head count is set young and old, lined up in order of age. Then the pathway opens, awaiting them, the frenzied uproar, the feast of death. So that one's really just saying that we have these names here. We range them in age from young to old, and it spells out, if you go young to old, you get Albert, Lydia, Edward, Roberta, Trevor. First letter of all those, it spells out alert. So we enter in A-L-E-R-T here. Opens up this door for us. Alright, nothing in here right there, so let's go ahead and go through the door. Amulet of Solomon, that's one of the key items we're looking for here. I think there's like 3. It's like an amulet, ring, necklace. I can't remember stuff like that, but
Harry.
This is the scene.
Lisa, what's the matter with you?
I get it now. Why I'm still alive even though everyone else is dead. I'm not the only one who's still walking around. I'm the same as them. I just hadn't noticed it before.
Lisa,
Stay by me, Harry. Please. I'm so scared. Help me. Save me from them. Please. Harry?
Lisa?
Now that scene right there, I am really curious to see how Bloober handles it. Because then you have, this character of Lisa here who's just scared because she's realized that she's been dead this whole time, basically. She doesn't want to be alone. She tries to get some comfort, and Harry's like, nah, I'm scared. No, thank you. Pushes her away, holds the door closed as she's trying to get out. I don't know. I'm really curious to see how they do it, and I feel pretty good that they're gonna do the scene very well, and that's why I'm kind of excited to see how it goes there. But here's where we get, so as Cheryl got close to the town, that's when all this otherworld stuff happened, and basically Alessa's powers killed all the hospital staff, and that's why, she woke up and she kind of had like this amnesia thing. She was here, but then once she realized that she was dead like the others, she just kind of started turning into them or something along those lines. I think that's kind of how it plays out. And again, I think it was explained a little more in that mobile comic, but I unfortunately have never been able to read the whole thing. I think there's only like an image or two of it around somewhere. Now this one was the antique room. Alright, then we use that square we got. Stone of Time. Alright, that's the key to the big door at the end, I believe. I didn't look at the wall because I'm sure there was a number on there to actually see what floor we were on. I'm trying to... Do I have the... I think we need the lighter Because then it shows us like some symbols that we have to like copy to the door. Because we don't have any item to use here right now. So that's the 3rd floor. Let's go ahead and check out the other ones first before we cheat and just look up the codes for those things. Alright, yeah, this is the where I want to be. Go ahead and clear them out real quick. Ring of Contract. Alright, that's something we definitely need. Crest of Mercury, so that's the second of the key items we need. But the Ring of Contract is actually something for a kind of interesting thing that was pretty freaky the first time I played through this game as a young lad. And we'll talk about what happens if you don't have it when we get to that part. Nope, that one went down in one. And I wasted another. Alright, so that gets me back to the other side. Alright, where are you? Hey, what the heck? Alright, there we go. Yeah, I think this one gets me back to that first hallway I was in there. Alright, in the steel plate here we use the screwdriver. Oh yeah, we have to turn off the electricity first. Okay, let's see. We don't have... Okay, let's see if I can... Is there a door somewhere on the second floor we didn't check out? gotta find the kitchen spot. We're looking for a refrigerator. Yeah, this is where the electrified key is. And I think that's to the other door. We don't have anything to deal with that. Yeah, nothing. Oh, wait. No. Because we can get there. Never mind. Come on. I gotta... Trying to remember this now. Okay, looks like we haven't been here. Oh, there we go. That's what it is. Camera. Nope, that's not the way to the elevator. So yeah, now that we have the camera from the second floor, we can go to the third floor. And we're going to use that, I think, on these paintings. And that will reveal the patterns that we need. A house plus angle to the bottom left. And we just fill it in like the images we saw. That unlocks that one. Angle to the top left, arrow in. Then, alright. We had that to the top left, and we had like an arrow in this way. And then it was just those sides. Alright, so we have these two doors open now. That definitely looks like something I should be able to interact with. No, there can't be nothing in here. Okay, so yeah, so this is the... I think this is actually the director's office from the hospital. So that's where we would have picked up the red fluid. Yeah, botanical books. At some point, there's a document that does mention the flower and the name of the liquid and stuff. I just never remember where it actually is. Birdcage key. Okay. So now we know where to go. Got to go back to the first floor. Or we can go to the second floor and go through that one door. It teleports us to the first floor, too. So yeah, on the second floor, that door we unlocked. Now, it's not this one, but right here. Now we're back on the first floor. And that means the birdcage key be used in here. Alright, that door is next to us already. Oh. Okay, it's just them. Now this is, of course, the rooms in the basement, or that hallway is like the rooms of the basement of the hospital. Now this, if you take out that dagger before closing that chain with the ring of contract, whatever's inside grabs you and it's game over. It's actually a pretty cool thing. Now we're gonna take it. But yeah, we did not know about needing to get the ring of contract first the first time. See, it's trying to get out to get us, and it cannot. Yes, we do need healing items more than we need ammo. Now, I think that door is actually in this hallway right here, or down here somewhere. Oh, and also we can now use this tape again and watch it a little more clearly.
What is it? Still has an unusually high fever. Eyes don't open. Getting a pulse, but just barely breathing. Her skin is all charred. Even when I change the bandages, the blood and pus just start oozing through. Why? What is keeping that child alive? I can't stand it any longer. I won't tell a soul. Promise. So please.
Yeah, so Lisa was the nurse that was taking care of Alessa. And as Dahlia mentioned, the cult was using a spell to keep Alessa alive because she was burned in a fire during a ritual, and they needed to keep her alive because she did something to stop what they were trying to do. So they used magic to just keep her alive, and basically she was just, for the past 7 years, just in a state of just being burned and just in constant pain and stuff. All right, and this is, I believe, Alessa's room. We see a very similar room to this, I believe, in Silent Hill 3. Go ahead and just throw in a new save here. Alright, so we need 5 things. We have 3 of them. Amulet of Solomon. Crest of Mercury. Dagger of Melchior. Alright, we're gonna, I think, get those other 2 items just down here, too. Now we're just kind of seeing the past here, and Alessa being scared, I think. Alright, that's one of the symbols we need. don't think these things actually can hurt us. Maybe I'm wrong. Alright, we turned the generator off, so now we can go up and get that key from the room with the plate. And that'll be the key that gets us into that other door down here, I believe. Where was that one? It was on the second floor. So, through this door. Oh, wait. Can I? Oh, okay. So, alright. So these aren't the same apparitions that were in the school. These ones, yeah, they can't hurt us. They're just playing a trick on us there. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. So I lucked out and accidentally went into the right door the first try. We want to go through here, and this will put us back on the first floor. Hey. Feel like a shotgun should definitely stun you a little bit. Got 7, 7, and 1. We're going to definitely try something on the final boss that I've read about, though I've never done myself. We want to go to this one here. And then, yeah, this door. And I think this is pretty much it. We're about to...
Everything is going according to plan, sheltered in the womb.
But it's not done yet. Half the soul is lost. That is why the seed lies dormant.
And what soul remains captured in that husk is buried deep down in the subconscious.
Are you trying to say it won't work? That wasn't our agreement.
No, these are just stalling tactics. If we lend a hand, we will be able to get power. Never fear, the promise shall not be broken.
But the power we could draw now will be very weak. Almost nothing. Unless we get the other half of the soul.
We'll use a magical spell. Feeling this child's pain, it's sure to come.
But that will take time.
And it took 7 years. So here they were talking about the seed of the god they were trying to birth was in the womb of Alessa. So that was the whole thing. They were trying to... Alessa had these psychic powers, and they were trying to use her to birth their god. As they mentioned there, it was only half a soul. And so Alessa split her soul in half, and Cheryl is the other half of that soul. And that's why she was called here. So they used the spell to keep this one alive and in torment, basically, waiting so that they could try and complete the ritual that Alessa herself kind of sabotaged while they were doing it. Disc of Ouroboros. So that's kind of like the main thing that was going on here. So again, like this... the game really, like, Harry is just... he's an important character as he does things that affect what's going on. But it could be somebody else. Like, this Silent Hill is the story, at least the first one, and then I guess the third one. It's the story of Alessa Gillespie and the cult of Silent Hill. think we go in here and it starts maybe the final boss fight. Let me see the ammo. I've always read that if you go into the final boss fight with one handgun round, they have it built into the game where you can't kind of like lose because you don't have ammo, so it dies in one shot. I've never tried that before, so I am curious. Watch me be wrong about this being going into the final fight here. That'd kind of be funny. That's why I just saved it here. So I want to try that just to see if that, because I've just never tried before. So we'll all learn something here. Either I'll go in there and have to try and melee the final boss, which will not be easy. When you go for the good ending, the final boss fight is a lot harder. Bear with me while I go through as much ammo as I can here. Now, why does he keep re-aiming there? My controller might be going. And this is all fairly old stuff. I am playing on an original PlayStation 1. With even I'm not even right now I'm not even using a DualShock controller. I'm using the original PlayStation controller. Now, I could go in with this, and then it should work with just like the shots I have here, but I'm really curious. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm really curious if it works with just having one. And just in case, I guess if I was wrong about it, then it doesn't matter. Okay, so now we need to use these last 2 items here on the door. If I haven't made a grievous error, we go into a scene that brings us into the final boss fight.
Come along. No. No. I don't want to. Do what Mommy tells you now. I just want you to lend me a teeny bit of your power. That's all. No. I don't want to do it. It will make everyone happy, and it's for your own good, too. Oh, but Mommy, I just want to be with you. Just 2 of us. Please understand. Oh, yes, I see. Maybe Mommy has been wrong. Mommy! Why didn't I see this before? There's no reason to wait. Herein lies the mother's womb, containing the power to create life. I could have done it all myself. Mommy?
So here's where she got the idea to do the ritual at that age, because she was using her power, and Alessa just didn't like it and kind of wanted it to stop. So she's like, "You're not gonna let me do that, then I'm gonna burn you alive to get the power myself." Kind of heart-wrenching there.
Dahlia.
Well, well, well. To think you'd make it this far.
Where's Cheryl? What have you done to her?
What are you talking about? You've seen her many times, restored to her former self.
I'm in no mood for jokes.
Don't you see? She's right there.
That's absurd.
You are the only one who thinks so.
Why? Why are you doing this?
It's been a long 7 years. For the 7 years since that terrible day, Alessa has been kept alive, suffering a fate worse than death. Alessa has been trapped in an endless nightmare from which she never awakens. He has been nurtured by that nightmare, waiting for the day to be born. That day has finally come. The time is nigh. Everyone will be released from pain and suffering. Our salvation is at hand. This is the day of reckoning, when all our sorrows will be washed away, when we return to the true paradise. My daughter will be the mother of God.
Quit screwing around. Return things to how they were before.
Kaufman!
Did I ask for this? Nobody uses me. You won't get away with this.
Your road is over. We don't need you anymore. What do you think you can accomplish by coming here?
My, aren't we getting cocky? Bet you can't see this.
A Glophitus! I thought I got rid of that!
All I had to do
That's
was
the name of it.
Fine. You all, well, it kept you busy. Ha! You're easy. And there's more where this came from.
Stop it!
He's a good throw, though. It is important that he is for this moment. Got to give Kaufman credit for that.
Huh? What the?
That's not supposed
All right, now before we get into this fight, we'll talk a little bit about the endings here. If you don't finish Kaufman's side quest, I believe he doesn't show up in this last scene here, or he doesn't have the Glophotis thing. And the final boss is like Alessa Cheryl, so basically the final boss is your daughter. At that point, you beat the final boss, starts raining down fire. Harry just kind of gives up, sits down, and he dies, basically. And very depressing ending. That's the bad ending. With so what we have here in this scene, though, so the cult was kind of using Dr. Kaufman, and when everything started happening with the town, he was like, "Hey, this is not what they told me was going to happen." So he started going around and getting everything ready so that he could try and fight back and try and get back to normal. So he planted the stuff in the director's office that Dahlia found and smashed. That's the liquid we sucked up with the bottle that we could have used to have saved Sybil. And the idea is kind of like you would get the good ending, fighting Sybil, see him throw the liquid on Cheryl Alessa there and then get the idea to use that liquid on Sybil, maybe to save her. It's my understanding, at least. So now we have this fight, and now we're going to find out if this trick works. And it does not seem to. So, I've been lied to. That's alright. Because we're right at the end here, so that just means we're going to come and... Where is it? There it is. See, this is like, it's hard to dodge these lightning things. Like, I actually don't even know if there's a way you can. That's okay, we'll just continue this.
Dahlia.
Well,
Okay, alright, we're gonna skip through this. Apparently I just misunderstood the trick. You just have to run around and heal before entering the final boss fight. Okay, so we just have to survive for a little bit, supposedly. But we'll see. It's like it's almost impossible to dodge this lightning stuff. So all you can really do is just try and heal through it. At least I haven't found any kind of way to reliably dodge it. Maybe this. No, that didn't seem to work either. We just gotta run around and heal through it. But supposedly, the boss will defeat itself since we can't damage it. Oh, it does work. Well, I'll be damned. And here we have the good ending where Harry gets a new baby. Surprised the authorities don't question him with how many babies he seems to just kind of find and adopt. Because again, that's how he got Cheryl. Him and his wife at the time found a newborn infant on the side of the road, I believe. That's how it's described. She comes back for one last hurrah. Says, no, no, sir, you're not getting away. I believe he got her hooked on PTV as one of the ways to control her and have her take care of Alessa and not say anything. And I do believe this is the canon ending, as in one of the other four, I forget which Silent Hill game, it does mention officers, like an officer from Brahms who went to Silent Hill and was never seen again. So I believe it's canon that Sybil doesn't make it out of Silent Hill. This is absolutely the canon occurrence with Harry leaving with a baby. As Silent Hill 3, you play as that baby. Like 17 years later from this game, Silent Hill 3 takes place. And apologies for the music cutting in and out here again. This is the original hardware, old disc and everything. Something's obviously not working right. This isn't the first audio glitch I've had on it, but I'm playing it on original hardware, no emulation here, so we're going to have some issues like that since it's not working perfectly, I guess. Which is a shame because the soundtrack to this game, absolutely fantastic. Yeah, Silent Hill 3 picks up with these characters. You play as Heather Mason, you know, the next incarnation of Alessa, basically. And yeah, so this is, again, you know, I tried to explain things as best I could. This is the third part of my live streaming of Silent Hill 1 playthrough. There are spoilers sprinkled without. I tried not to go with big spoilers super early on. I do plan on doing some summary videos for the Silent Hill series. Maybe like things to know going up into the release of Silent Hill F, since we're finally back strong with Silent Hill games coming out on a regular basis here. I'm very, very excited for the upcoming Silent Hill 1 remake from Bloober Team. I'm hoping that comes out next year. I know they haven't announced the date at this time. But also, I'm very, very excited for Silent Hill F. I will be live streaming that when it releases for me, as I pre-ordered the deluxe edition. That is Monday going into Tuesday, so 23rd at midnight. I believe I should be able to start streaming that. If not, then it will be the following day. And we're just going to keep streaming that nightly until we get through that game. And hopefully it's going to be as amazing as I think it's going to be. If not, it's still going to be a great time, I'm sure. We have Akira Yamaoka returning for the music and the sound design, so if anything, even if the game is complete garbage, we know the music and the sound is going to be phenomenal. So keep an eye out on the channel, and I want to appreciate everyone who's watched any of this. If you made it this far, if you like, subscribe, turn on notifications for the channel if you hadn't. We would appreciate that if you'd like to know when we put out new videos. Again, I'm Loki Junda. I handle all the horror content for the channel. Unf, who started the channel, he does a lot of the tower defense and the other games. I'm going to continue with trying to push out as much Silent Hill stuff as I can before next week and Silent Hill F comes out. And I'll see you next time. Scare well.